Right. And joining me today is Rive. How are you?
I'm doing good, my girl. I'm excited to start off this new week with this first match of the day of the week. What do we have in store here?
Well, today we have all dungeons key sanity. So 7 crystals to open the Ganon's tower, but you have to kill all the bosses, including Aga 1, in order to kill Ganon. It is also full key sanity, which means maps, compasses, small keys, and big keys will all be shuffled throughout the world.
So we're expecting a pretty long match then, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're seeing these runners go on their way. Well, Skipsy's on her way, and there goes Ralen as well.
Yep, nothing good in Link's house, and nothing good in Sync either.
This is a very important week for these two teams, as they are already in the first and second place of their division. Only the first and second place of each division move forward, so it's this could really throw it upside down for them.
Indeed. But yeah, this is so the thing about all dungeons key sanity is that it's basically an execution and routing game, because you're pretty much guaranteed to have to full clear everything. And yes, pendant required items can end up in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, that's gonna make it take it even a little bit longer if that happens. Uncle not really giving us anything, that just a couple of bombs there.
And just a green rupee on Lumberjack. Aga will be required eventually, but you like to leave that off till after Aga 2. If you can.
So I guess most players try to do Aga 2, then get teleported to the pyramid, then use the mirror, Aga 1, and come outside and clear Ganon then, I guess.
Yep. Because Aga gives you a nice health refill, and plus, of course, you don't have Moon Pearl, and also, hey, big key to Meyer.
Very important. Nice pickup early.
Very much so. And small key to Thieves Town. Okay, that could be necessary. Right. It is necessary logically to complete Thieves Town. But
for these players, it's mostly for the big chests, right?
Exactly. Always nice to know that you won't necessarily have to come back for that. Because who wants to come back to Thieves Town big chest?
Exactly. That's a lot of time spent for just that one check. There was a triple there that gave some bombs for Ralen going into Kakariko, so that's really nice. He doesn't have to worry about that. He's set to do all the checks here. Well, not Sick Kid yet though.
Yes. So let's see what's in Blind's hut. And we've got small key to GT, 20 rupees, map of Hyrule Castle. Yeah, that's really useless. And a small key to Aga Tower. That is good to find, because, my gosh, those Aga Tower keys can very quickly become another Ice Rod hunt in all dungeons.
Well, that's 1 out of 2. That second one can still trip us up, maybe.
And before vanilla.
That's why I miss the cams that we had during SGL a little bit, because those reactions when the racers encounter those situations are very fun for the viewers.
Map to Turtle Rock, so maps give us info on what the dungeons require. Ooh, hey, boots! What nice. The dungeons pendant crystal is. Also, I think that was a small key to ice and nothing else in the well.
A small key to ice may be required, may not be required, depending on what items the players have available to them.
Logically, it can be. Logistically, not so much. Just icebreaker or IPBJ it usually.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, the
Pod small key.
you still need the hook shots, or you can't do iced tea room unless you have that one key. But they don't have to worry about that anymore.
You can bomb jump the hookshot gap.
Oh, really? That's another new thing I learned.
So you know that block on the upper ledge? You go to the right side of that, go to the very bottom pixel right before you're about to go in the pit, face left, place a bomb, and wait, and it'll push you onto the other side.
There's final pixel face left, and it works itself out. And there's the the book in the library.
Vanilla book. How fitting.
And also, they already found the boot so that they can pick it up right away. That's it's gonna feel like it's gonna be a fast C despite being all dungeons and key sanity.
Yep, map on the race game, but we did find powder as well.
So we're probably gonna get some South Shore checks here now.
Yep, it looks that way. Certainly the usual route. And Bish sure do make things nice. Alright, let's see.
With these boots, it's gonna suddenly turn into a much shorter race because they have them so early.
And yeah, definitely.
Small divergence as Skipsy goes to the right, probably to Saha's closet, while Ralen is doing South Shore.
Might be doing Eastern early just because you do require that big key and the bow in order to get to the back anyway, so might as well get these early sphere checks out of the way.
Oh, I absolutely agree. If you're already coming for Saha's closet, that's a move I would definitely agree with.
Well, I mean, you're guaranteed to get 4 items. Green Pendant Thieves Town. That's not as gross as it would normally be since it's all dungeons, but still.
We found the mushroom come out of the Saha's closet.
You know... Oh, hey, hookshot.
Hookshot, yes.
So we have boots and we have entry to desert. So that's 2 items we can get in there. Can we get a mod to ban them, please? I see Drossy's in chat. Drossy, can you deal with bot?
Thank you to our mods for all the support you give to make this all possible, including that.
Small key to pod. Pod small keys are a precious commodity in no glitches key sanity.
And Ralen set up a water walk here, so either Hobo or he's going to go over to Zora's domain. I'm expecting Hobo personally. And nope.
Saying nope, just gonna do this real quick and then probably go to check the ledge and then probably go do game. This isn't gonna work because no moon. Oh gosh.
That heart theater refilling his life, putting him back into a swimming state. That's unfortunate. Might as well go do Hobo now.
I hope he doesn't forget that later and it have something important.
Oh yeah, that'd be very unfortunate. That'd be Skipsy found Blue Mail in Eastern in the meantime. It's nice safety.
Not often you go into, like, Waterfall Cave and only get one chest out of the two. And small key to Hera.
Maybe useful,
Ooh.
maybe not.
Skipsy needs to be careful. Ooh, jeez. Oh my. There we go.
Got it though.
Oh, that was a little dicey.
If he now can't really do the general strategy in this room, he will have to kill all the enemies now. Or pick up some hearts, that works.
Can our restreamer make sure we're live on air? Okay.
And we got a little bit of a mirror action going on, so I don't mean actual the mirror, but Skipsy doing the South Shore checks while Ralen has gone into Styles' closet and will now be heading into Eastern.
Sorry, chat. Someone was saying in the Discord that stream was not live. Alright, let's see what's here in Eastern now. Actually, we already saw
Blue
that
mail.
by...
Yeah, there's just a blue mail there. And if I remember, there was also a... No, they already... I think a Turtle Rock small key, maybe? No. Ralen already has that one. I think it was just that. Just the blue mail.
Yeah, though blue mail's certainly not something to complain about. Never required, but always a nice find.
Definitely, especially as that first meal upgrade is by far the biggest. As far as safeties goes, it's in my opinion one of the best ones to have.
Definitely. All right, let's see. So we're basically just tracing over each other's paths right now.
Yep. I'm mostly curious as to what Skipsy will do if he'll set up Water Walk. If they'll set up Water Walk, then they can maybe show us what's in the other chest in Waterfall.
Yeah, and maybe even show us Zorlich. They might do Desert and Agina after, Zora and Eastern. Though, you know, we're rather lacking on anything that resembles Dark World access. So...
Maybe they'll have to do Aga after all.
Yeah, but we don't have a lamp. We don't have a sword or a cape. We don't have the second castle tower key. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gotta be desert if it's not... Actually, it has to be desert, I think, or Agina. Oh no!
And we have to see what happened to Skipsy.
Oh no. Skipsy, no.
How unfortunate.
Looks like Ralen might be going to desert area right now. Nope, gonna turn in the mushroom, which we totally forgot about.
Yeah, seeing how they still need so many items, they'll probably need to have desert pals be loaded. Otherwise, where else are we going to find it?
Also, I did not know if you bogged off that worked. I am going to have to remember that.
Yeah, the bunk there puts you at the exact right location to jump into the water and then transition. It's a nice one.
Oh!
Mushroom leads to hammer!
Well, that's a weapon, but that's still only a small piece to Agax, or to Dark World access.
1 out of 3. It's not bad.
Oh my. Alright. Compass and Agina. Oh, Magic Bat is in Logic.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Kefka pointing that out. Thank you, Kefka. Alright, let's see what's in Desert. Ow.
That guy always gets me too. I try to turn there as well, and he always pops out on me. It's just like happened to Skipsy.
So, we got 2 items in here. The ledge was garbage. And then we've got Magic Bat. And that's everything, I think, that we have access to.
Everything that's in Logic, anyway.
Yeah. Something's gotta be in one of those 3 checks.
Actually, isn't Front of Escape also in Logic?
Did we not? Oh, this isn't standard.
No,
Duh.
this is open.
Been watching too many mysteries last week. Oh, Samaria, that's not immediate progression, but that's definitely going to be required.
And always just a nice pickup to have, being able to do.
And there's a Moon Pearl.
Yes. Having that red can already before Ice Pals and such is much easier to go through, much faster.
Oh, I'm not sure where Ralen's going. Oh, back to Agina, because he did this first. Alright, so, Escape, Front of Escape, and,
Oh, Bonk Rocks, yeah. Skipsy's checking it right now.
We're getting a lot of checks we're forgetting about. Oh boy. Alright, so let's see what's here. Oh, hi! That's Dark World access.
Well, not quite yet, because of course
well,
he's
we
missing
know
that hammer.
We know of Dark World access.
But where is Skipsy going?
Oh, forgot that we didn't get that. I'm not sure.
Front of Escape now for Ralen.
But he's going the wrong direction?
Oh, he hasn't checked,
maybe Houlihan?
Uncle yet.
I think, no.
Long way around to the witch.
Oh, yeah, that works. That's a very long route to turn in the mushroom, but sure. Maybe he doesn't know about the portal. There's Dark World.
It's one you don't see used that often.
I suppose. Alright, we're about to see Front of Escape. And probably gonna see Hype Cave here momentarily as well. So what kind of hype is everybody expecting? I'm expecting a flat 0 out of 10.
Oof, very strict judge here.
Alright, let's see. Flippers! I
think that already deserves more than 0.
Ice Rod! Big key to Ice Palace. It's a fetch quest essentially, but Ice Rod and Flippers are definitely required.
Getting some mixed reviews, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, and 6 out of 10 in chat.
I'll give that a 7.
Quite a swing from 0 to 7.
Well, I mean, who wants to go on an Ice Rod hunt?
True. We've seen too many already.
Exactly.
Ralen setting up the Death Warp.
Yep.
50 rupees. And he doesn't get it, but he can just run into the green soldier.
Yep. So, that's all of Escape that's in Logic at the moment. But gonna do a Dark Room.
Well, very soon the back of Escape will be in Logic as soon as he picks up that glove as well.
Oh, true. Where was Glove again?
Oh boy, now you're asking questions. That I can't answer. I was just thinking the same. I was just thinking. I hope Macro remembers where that glove is because I.
Bonk Rocks.
Bonk Rocks. Thank you, chat. Actually, not just that. Thank you to our tracker.
Commentators have brain farts sometimes.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's a whole different thing looking at these and compared to being in one. When I'm playing one, I can much more easily remember what I got where than when I'm just looking. There was a bottle in the meantime in Dark Cross for Ralen with some green goo in there.
Oh well, that gives us Sick Kid out of Logic. MM2 Nest cartridge, I think.
Yes, MM2 is indeed tracking. He's an amazing tracker, and he's keeping us up to date here with these advanced tracker for key sanity.
And Will WC, our restreamer, so be sure to give him some love and follows.
And we've got Dark World access now for Ralen as well, but he's checking out Back of Escape first. I agree with this play. You're right there in your sanctuary, or you can save a quid to there.
Small key to Meyer, pretty much useless.
Imagine how that key must feel being called useless.
GT small. Well, the only thing it does is put the left side in Logic if you get all three. That's literally all it does.
Yeah, but that's a lot of keys required for just that, for not that many checks.
Yeah, the rest of the dungeon does not require any small keys logically. Yes, I know way too much about key logic.
Well then, what division are you in? Are you not racing?
I'm not racing.
But with that key logic knowledge, you would be able to do so much.
I had to learn it for Plando reasons. Because, yay, having to roll seats with no logic in order to actually have them roll. Meaning I had to go place every single key manually.
That's quite a bit of work.
Ice Palace and Skullwoods for 5-6.
Skipsy and Kakariko, but we're not going to see Magic Bat just yet. As Ralen's about to find out that there is a compass on the ledge, which, of course, is pretty useless.
You know, I was just wondering why he didn't check the goal, and then I remembered we know the goal.
I mean, the players barely checked the goals last week, and that's where it was important.
The only dungeon I still don't know the key logic to is GT.
As yeah, I know for the upstairs you only need to bring one.
I don't know the exact key logic of GT.
And the downstairs is a bit more complicated.
It seems a little too messy. So many different item requirements and whatnot, just no. That seems like pod on steroids.
In the meantime, we're getting catfish from Ralen as Skipsy dips into Skull Woods. Ralen nopes right out. I don't want that piece of heart. Saving quit, get out.
Alright, there's 20 rupees in Skull Woods. Let's see what else is here. Also, with this being advanced key logic, or advanced logic, I don't think that there's guaranteed to be a small key in Skull Woods, which means we're probably going to save and quit out of Pinball Room. This is the downside to advanced logic key sanity. Because suddenly you either have to save and quit or have a small key in your pocket. Big key to Thieves Town. Well, that's Thieves Town full clearable. Not that they probably want to at the moment.
And not just yet.
But
with just a hammer as a weapon, that's pretty annoying.
Well, Samari also works as a weapon.
That's true.
Big
Very
key.
fair.
Pod big key.
So two very important big key pickups for Skipsy there in Skull Woods, so that definitely paid off for him going there.
Yep. And piece of heart on the magic bat.
As well as a piece of heart from Sick Kid.
Alright, so I think I would do first for go around, get the few other checks around, and then go back to Thieves Town and finish it off. Because you really don't want to be stuck with swordless blind. Just you don't. Especially on 6 hearts.
Yeah, one small mistake, it's much easier to do without a sword and get into a little longer fights. The blue middle would help out, but it could go wrong very quickly.
Alright. So, let's see what's here. And 20 rupees.
Well, at least he made a profit. They made a profit.
Yep. And going to the brewery.
Ralen now doing those same Skullwoods checks. Oh, what did we get there?
TR big key.
Nice.
Alright.
With Ralen following up on these same checks, we can expect him to go into town of the Village of Outcasts as well after. So that's not gonna gain either player any time, really.
Yeah, but it's finding more stuff that'll be required. And going into Thieves Town. Interesting. I wonder if he'll clear or if he's just gonna do first 4 for now.
Yeah, you said you would just do the first 4. Let's see if that Skipsy thinks the same as you.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, 6 heart blind without a sword, even with a sword, doesn't sound very appealing.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you. I would also just take the first 4 and come back later.
But, you know, that's why I am a commentator and not a runner. Because my execution is hot garbage, so...
Speaking of execution, I really like that move that Ralen did there. Ooh, lamp.
Well, then. That's a thing.
And it looks like Skipsy says, execution, bah! I got execution for days, I'm going in.
That depends on who you ask gets there in. Am I saying that right? Guitar in?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Someone in chat. Anyway, not even going for God Pixel. Just gonna take this nice and slow and steady. I agree.
Yeah, God Pixel is extremely hard to do without a sword because you have much higher chance of running into the red blobs, and without a sword, well, you get stopped anyway.
I'll admit my sole reason for not playing the game NMG is because of blind. Mitts! French vanilla mitts!
Have you been counting items? I certainly have not. So...
It's key sanity.
Alright, every chest can contain something. I keep forgetting. So that big chest will probably be open as well.
Yeah, I mean, they've got hammer and they got the small key. Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely, and we're seeing Ralen do the like I said before, doing those checks in the Town of Outcasts, and now following up in Thieves Town as well.
Alright, 50 rupees in the maiden cell. Map to Ganon's Tower. An equally useless map is Hyrule Castle.
But what if they need to find their way?
Oh, so true. Alright, let's, Ice Rod's not gonna hurt blind.
It does not?
No.
Luckily, the Samaria blocks themselves already hurt blind from just running into it.
Well, it can be a little dicey.
Blue Mill minimizing that damage.
Oh my gosh. This is a scary fight. Well, there was an attempt at a king dash or king kick strats.
And the head blocking that shot.
And blind is
got
dead.
it.
Mirror!
Alright, with that second mitt, that lamp, and the mirror, suddenly there's a whole lot of things that came into logic.
Like the mountain, for example.
Absolutely.
Pretty much all of the mountain.
Yeah, if I wrap my mind quickly, I think everything except Spike Cave?
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course, Smith chain real quick with that mirror. Easy peasy. And while we're here, we could do hammer pegs, magic bats, and then follow up with the purple chest. That's what I call efficiency.
Also, still swordless, so can't do hammer dashing. Ugh. Small key. Hyrule Castle. Wow, utter garbage.
Well, Skipsy hasn't done front nor back of escape. So that may allow them to just do it a little bit faster.
Alright, let's see. Small key. Meyer. I was gonna say, if that's the swamp small key, I swear to goodness, Drosy.
Yeah, the ever important and ever elusive swamp small key blocking everyone's way.
I'm calling vanilla.
That's one hell of a call.
Back in the day, it used to be like 10% chance, I want to say, that it was vanilla. Well, that was patched a long time ago. But it's still funny.
Also, a check that is that certain players, I've seen them do that. Just check the first chest, because it's not super far out of the way if they're in the neighborhood already.
I mean, it's more the time it takes to open up Swamp that's the issue.
And if you're gonna need to do it again, then, well, you're just gonna have to open it up again. That's another so much time lost.
Yeah.
Seems some pause buffering from Ralen to try and make sure that he does not get hit, because he's down to 1 heart.
Though, a general rule for Key Sanity is don't be afraid to double dip, because it's almost guaranteed to happen at least a couple times every seed.
Oh, I missed it. What was in that digging game?
Small key to Skullwoods.
Alright, Ralen does make it. Whew, that was close.
Alright, let's see what's in K45. 300 rupees.
Time for Zora. Well, sometime soon.
No, maybe. Still not up to 500. Oh, never mind. Just taking a minute to catch up.
Yeah, I was finding it funny when you get a lot of, or spend a lot of rupees, and then you save and quit, you load back in, and suddenly your money's still ticking.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and gonna go to the Hylia Island, it looks like.
Just a piece of heart on there.
Heart container. I mean, heart container is nice.
Container. I'm a bit surprised that Skipsy's not doing the purple chests while they were in the neighborhood and just did Smiths.
I mean, it is a little out of the way.
That's true, but I feel like it's even more out of the way now.
Small key? Oh, right, we already saw this. Wait. You can... What?
What?
You can hook dash and then still use hammer?
As far as I know, you can't use sword, but you can still use whatever item you have equipped.
Oh my... That's... Okay.
And the hookshot itself is very useful to get those dead rocks out of the way if they do block your path annoyingly while you're running fast, since the sword won't help you.
Alright, let's see what's here in that was just 20 rupees.
But we're gonna be making our way to Zora.
I don't care if it wasn't faster, it's still mind-boggling. Small key on the Zora ledge. Almost called that the desert ledge. That's definitely not the desert ledge.
Ledge number 5. So we have Lumberjack Ledge, Zora Ledge, Desert Ledge, Bumper Ledge. What else am I thinking?
Oh!
Finally!
So, Zora, I don't know whether to be furious or just laugh at you.
I was actually wondering, like, when are we gonna see that first sword?
Oh,
and
speaking
then there it
of
is.
Swamp Small. We just got Swamp Small off of Zora Ledge.
Another worry off their minds. Just unfortunately, your vanilla call was was missed.
I don't think anybody's done catfish, no.
Oh yeah. Ralen has done catfish, and he noped out without picking up the piece of heart. That was actually a piece of heart, not a heart container.
Ah! Alright. I stand corrected. Alright, let's see what the old man has. And the rest of the mountain, it's pretty much all accessible. That's a decent point that we have full access to swamp other than the big chest. Dead rock.
We got the flute off of the purple chests.
Ooh, he's gonna have to go back for that.
And it's even more out of the way now. And we're gonna get a quick check here. Just couch cash on the Bombos tablets.
Yep.
Now, yeah, to pick back up on the Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace is indeed full clearable with what they've got. But there's so many checks available in on the mountain because they have access to just about all of them that I can definitely understand this routing because some pickups will just make it a lot easier. Argus is not really a fun fight with Fighter Sword, and that Monster Sword on top of Spectacle Rock is going to fix part of that problem.
Well, I mean, on that note, though, is Turtle Rock on Fighter Sword and 7 hearts or 8 hearts Blue Mail any better?
Yeah, absolutely not. I don't expect them to go into Turtle Rock, though.
Well, they were arguing Fire Rod Fire Rod or the medallion for Turtle Rock could be in Swamp.
Alright, so floating island, just a piece of heart, so not going to be a priority. So we're probably going to just be seeing Spiral Cave into Paradox and Bunny. And then Hookshot.
Likely, yeah.
Just all kinds of caves, back to back.
And that's a vanilla 10 arrows. Because for some reason they put 10 arrows at the end of Spiral Cave and not, a piece of heart at least.
Yeah, see where it is. You would think so. Oh, I missed that Meyer check. Ether required. Okay, cool.
Shkupo, I'm not sure I'd agree with Fighter Sword Trinex over Argus. At least Argus you can menu boss.
I stand by my point. How about Niter?
Yeah, but Hammer Trinex sucks. Alright, small key 2 GT.
Big key to Skull Woods. So Ralen now going up the mountain, they'll be picking up their first sword on Spectacle Rock, then more likely.
Yep. And it is Quake for Turtle Rock, so we've got Vanilla Medallions today.
Vanilla Medallions, Vanilla Book. Is this even randomized? Also Vanilla 10 Arrows.
Oh, hey, bow. And a bottle. Map to use. Yeah, thanks. That doesn't do us any good. Oh, hi. The entry in under the doormat. How many times do we talk about that being a thing?
So do I haven't done Paradox yet? Okay, that Quake Medallion 1 out of 2, so again, one less worry. I wonder, how many hearts do you need to do Spike Cave if you have a red potion?
Technically, you only need, so you would need 7 hearts to do a red potion perfect. But I mean perfect.
Well, Skipsy's on 7 right now. Red potion would refill back to 8 at the point of usage, so it's a possibility. It'd be pretty crazy. And Spike Cave is indeed not in logic without the keep or the blue cane, but it's here and it's possible.
Windfox, it is possible to do Spike Cave with 13 hearts. It is hard and possibly frame perfect, if not very close.
Something that sounds like something you wouldn't really advise.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the meantime, we've got Ralen going through Tower of Hera, and Skipsy will be following up shortly. They both have this small key for the downstairs, but Ralen going up the through the Hera path first.
Why does mail upgrade matter in Spike Cave? Spikes do the same amount of damage regardless of mail upgrade.
It's always 1 heart of damage.
Oh, because of bombs, right? Oh lord.
Yeah, so less damage so that you can use those invincibility frames, get just a little bit further. That's smart.
Oh lord, that sounds disgusting.
Very clean Herapod there with a bomb from Skipsy.
Could you just keep bombing yourself to give yourself iframes, like frame perfectly with tasks or something? I wonder.
And coffee break.
Yep.
For Ralen anyway.
And time for Moldorm for Skipsy.
Love those hammer strats. Very smooth.
I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures.
And all that time spent in the basement just for that compass.
And a little peace of mind.
Fair enough. And Skipsy will be just doing the exact same. Of course, it could contain an item. Well, it does contain an item, but they can't risk leaving that behind.
Yep. Also, that seems like cruel and unusual punishment for Tex to have a ROM hack that requires such baloney. Is that like one of those really horrible ROM hacks? Just like torture people? Anyway, Skipsy on to the basement now as well. Oh, why am I not surprised? That does seem like something Christos would make. Alright. So, I wonder if Ralen's gonna dip into Turtle Rock, and I wonder if Skipsy will as well.
There's a couple of chests, of course, that they can open. They've got the 2 small keys, but missing the fire rods. They're very limited in how far they can, how much they can go. Actually, with 2 keys, can you get to Laser Bridge with 2 keys and a big key?
No.
It requires
Actually,
a third,
wait.
right?
Wait. I think you can actually. Because you need 3 logic. There's 4 keys. 1 leads to the try next door. And if you skip lava chest, then yeah, I suppose you could.
But we'll see what Skipsy ends up doing right here.
Yeah, well, logic schmogic.
Where we're going, we don't need logic.
I mean, you're talking to the person who plays no logic on a regular basis. Anyway, though, we are going to see a bit of Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like Shady Force says. It's AD keys. Embrace the double dips. They are an inevitability in AD keys. Keys really at all, but especially AD keys. Double dips? You mean quintuple dips like that one time I saw?
I like that reference. 1.21 giga checks.
You know, probably the worst GT I ever saw that wasn't a Plando was somebody did a quadruple GT dip, and it wasn't even key sanity. AD keys.
No key sanity and quadruple into GT. Oof.
And the other player triple dipped it.
And Skipsy maybe wants to use the magic powder here. Nope, just runs right by.
So, chat, I think in the end that was a hard required double dip. But most likely you were going to triple dip at least. Something tile room shenanigans.
And chat pointed out correctly that indeed Ice Palace is now as well available with that Bombo medallion.
Yeah, so... Oh boy. Also, can we mark Quake for Ralen, since he's clearly got it? Thank you. Alright. So... Here's the question. How this is such a... No, this room's horrible without Fire Rod.
Oh yeah, it is. Especially with Master Sword, no Fire Rod.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, at least it's better than a Fighter Sword in that room without Fire Rod.
Don't even want to imagine that.
Bad memories. Bad memories. And Raylan's gonna be experiencing it.
Yeah, the faster he makes his way back to Zora's domain, the better for him.
More damage. It's probably more damage just to hammer them. Also, does Bombos work on the Pokies? I've never tried.
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Like, they're very susceptible to Fire Rod. Oh, that's a very good... Was that Smokey the Desert?
That was Smokey the Desert.
But yeah, that is definitely good to know that Pokies died.
There you go. You can find out.
Apparently Raylan knows this already. Raylan pulling out all the swag strats today.
Really making up some time on Skipsy in this dungeon because Skipsy had some trouble in the chomp room, but Ralen just walking right through there.
And also saying, bye-bye, Pokies, I'm not dealing with your nonsense today. Alright, let's see what's Laser Bridge. Gonna have to do, laser skips, cause no invincibility or mirror shield. Nothing so far. This is out of logic. Oh! Tempered Sword! That is not nothing.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to speed up everything.
And a pod
Skipsy does.
smoky.
More of that precious commodity.
That is nice.
Ralen wanting that magic refill, can't reach it though.
Unfortunately.
And looks like Ice Palace is the play here.
Yep. I think that was too early.
Yeah, it definitely was. Hasn't come out of his hidey hole yet.
Oof. Oof.
So far, the dips have paid off a lot. The Skullwoods dip paid off a lot. The Turtle Rock dip paid off a lot.
Like I said, you cannot be afraid to double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip dungeons in Key Sanity. Because you will learn your lesson very quickly that double dips are pretty much just par for the course. Depends on the dungeon.
Oh, I frequently quadruple dip Thief's Town, but that's just because I die.
And there's the Master Sword for Ralen. Oh. Apparently going to try to preserve their portal unless... No, they're probably just... Also, Icebreaker incoming. And beautiful.
Very smooth. Yeah, very nice.
Shovel.
I think that was a mistake. Yeah, he didn't. Ralen did not mean to land there.
And heart container.
Well, swapping out the green potion for a blue one. He's got the money for it.
GT Big Key in the Ice Palace spike room. There we go. So, why are we not having more excitement over the GT Big Key?
GT is still so far away.
But GT Big Key. Ooh, oof, ow. That hurts.
At this point, what I more want to see is the Eastern Palace Big Key, honestly, so for that Covenant Palace of Darkness Eastern Palace double play.
I mean, 3 small keys is not enough to full clear pod.
Needs 4 of them, right?
Correct, if you know Hammer Yump and you skip the front door. And there's the red ring. Big key. So, well, now there's really no reason not to go to Swamp. Can full clear it and have a tempered sword.
And another very smooth icebreaker. These players on point with their glitches today.
Indeed, though they're not at the top of their division for nothing.
Well, absolutely. You were saying earlier that execution as well as routing are really important in these because you end up going everywhere anyway. And these players really showing how similar their thought patterns are in having done almost exactly the same things in a very similar order and executing that beautifully.
Might hurt Ralen, though, that he did not get the sword off of Zora. Master to temper difference is a lot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's gonna gain Skipsy just a little bit of time every minute, just a little part of a second. That just stacks up over time. On the other hand, Ralen can make up some time with the flutes.
Alright, and Cold Stare has 10 arrows. So we got a GT big key and a Swamp big key, and I think that's about it, but GT big key definitely necessary.
Oh, and a crystal, let's not forget that.
Well, it is all dungeons.
But it's also a 5/6 crystal.
True.
And who knows, maybe one of those big keys for one of the... Wait, are we still missing a pendant big key by any chance?
We don't know
or
the
something that could be in
dungeons.
Tower.
We don't know
that's
the
true.
pendants yet.
That's true, we don't know which ones have what. And now we're gonna see escape, probably front and back to back by Skipsy.
Yep, so Ralen gonna finish off Ice Palace while Skipsy does the front of escape. So go ahead and give these runners a follow. Give my co-commentator Rive a follow. Give our wonderful tracker MM2NES card. Look at the links.
Yeah, it's. I think it's supposed to be Mega Man 2 NES cartridge. But that was just too long.
And our restreamer will WC.
And of course, make sure to follow these channels so you get a message when these go live, so you don't miss any of this random racing action. Also, both players did hobo, and both players checked Pyramid Ledge, which had a compass. I think after they're done with these respective things, Ralen with Ice Palace and Skipsy with the escape, I think the only difference will be that Ralen hasn't done the rest of Zora's domain yet. And where was the flute? And Skipsy missing the purple chest.
Yeah, that's a... Oof, that is a thing.
Yeah, that flute from purple chest, it's a bit out of the way to do it when you're there, but if you leave it, then it's even further out of the way to come back and go get it and do it. That surprised me a bit, especially because Skipsy already still did a part of the route of the purple chest with checking K45 and Stumpy.
Hopefully he gets back to it, but that seems kind of like a I'm gonna last location that.
Oh, very possible. And Ralen actually going back into Zora's domain, so he'll be picking up his tempered sword momentarily.
Yep. So, I do worry for Skipsy though with that flute. I really do.
You know, the longer it stays away, the more Ralen will gain on Skipsy. And at some point, as long as Skipsy's doing things that are useful, they're not really falling behind. Except for the little bit that Ralen is going faster because of the flute. But and when the time comes that they just need the flute and that's what they need, then it's all just going to be time lost more and more and more.
Hopefully, Meyer is not a pendant. Because otherwise, Skipsy could be trying to dig out Gen's tower.
Yeah, that'd be deadly.
Bombs in the first chest Aga tower. So these two chests can have items in Keysanity. And Bloopy. Nothing good in here today.
And now I see Ralen go for that Swamp Palace that everyone has been asking for in chat.
It's full clearable and we have a tempered sword. There's no reason not to go for it.
Oh, absolutely. And there's so many items in there.
10, I believe.
The flute is on purple chests, which Skipsy did not do after doing Smith Chain. And there's indeed 10 items in Swamp Palace, just massive amount.
He had mirror at the time.
Yeah, that's if it was just purple chest, I could have understood without mirror, but they did do K45 and the and Stump Kit as well, so they did a part of the route already, and would not have been that far away to prevent themselves from orphaning that check.
Oh, apparently Skipsy did Smith before digging game.
They did indeed. And of course you can't take the chest, I guess, into the digging game.
Yeah.
Can you leave it behind just outside of the digging game and then just do the digging game and pick it back up? No, that doesn't work? Darn.
It still counts as a follower. Yeah, you gotta do something to remove the purple chest from following you entirely. Big Kia Hera. Well, that's one item we're probably gonna last location.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Going all the way up to the mountain, then all the way up that tower just for that one check. That's I wouldn't blame them to have actually indeed lost location that.
And looks like we're probably gonna get a diver down. This is a newer trick. It's really cool. You can do that and then go down here and go through the room and just not have to worry.
Water? What water?
So apparently there's only water collision in that one spot next to the stairs, from what I've been told.
So you clip in the rail, and it's not because you jump over the rail that it works, it's because you jump in a part that doesn't have water collision.
Yeah. That's how it's been explained to me anyway.
I mean, how did they find that? This game is so perfectly programmed.
I mean, how does Yuzahara find half the crap he does?
And again, that was a very smooth diver down from Ralen, and now from Skipsy. Very smooth execution on both sides.
And small key to GT.
Not so exciting.
Alright, let's see what's in the big chest. Was it worth avoiding? Oh, wait, we already saw big chest. What was in the big chest?
I don't remember, but it was nothing noteworthy.
Ah. Saint Heart. Thank you, Shady Force Games. Gonna get another diver down. Ether for Meyer and Silvers.
And Silvers. Okay, so that Ether is for Meyer, and that Silvers is just telling him to go do Meyer. It's super easy. You can clear it in an instant.
Hopefully it has something major in there that will block up progression quickly for Skipsy. So that he actually goes and gets his flute and doesn't last location it. You know?
Oh yeah, if the longer that doesn't happen, the more dangerous this race becomes for Skipsy. Just having a quick think that where else could Skipsy go? Missing the Fire Rod, so not Skull Woods. Missing the Fire Rod, so not Turtle Rock. Missing that big key for Eastern Palace. Missing that big key for Desert Palace.
There are 2 items in Desert he can access, though.
All right, they got the small key now.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that's Argus down. 300 rupees and crystal.
So that's crystal number 3 for Ralen, and momentarily as well for Skipsy.
Yep. Alright. Ralen, where are you going now?
Maybe do the shovel check, because they did get the shovel, I think, in Ice Palace.
Oh, true. I wonder where Skipsy goes now. Bombo's tablet looks like. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh, this even more isolates purple chest. Oh dear lord. Please, Meyer, have something that's immediately necessary. Please.
Yeah, what we're going to be seeing on Ralen now is very important to see what they find there, so that we know if Skipsy can maybe find something else to go somewhere else, which is exactly what Skipsy does not want. Well, what we know that they don't want.
Yep. So this is, well, I'd say this is a mess, but this is pretty much normal for AD keys. Alright.
Where is Skipsy going? I think Graveyard Ledge here?
Looks like it. Have they checked King's Tomb either?
I was thinking the same. I was racking my brain. I don't think so.
Alright, let's see. Small key. To pod.
So that makes Pod full clearable if Skipsy can bomb jump and then make sure to not use the key on the front door.
Yeah. That hammer jump is very precise, though. Double pixel perfect vertically.
Oh damn, that's dangerous then. If that's requires probably a lot of practice to get right.
Yep.
That bug net, of course, in King's Doom, not gonna do much.
Have fun, Kono. Small key. Oh, Turtle Rock. Well, okay. That gives us boss access or lava chest. I'd say do Trinix though. Always.
Oh yeah, definitely. And here comes a piece of heart for Skipsy. But just like Ralen said, decides to not want it.
Yep. And let's see what's in the Meyer big chest. Art container. Man, I asked for immediately useful, not trash game. No, big key to desert.
Yes, that's good. Good
That's
fight for Ralen,
getting
of course.
more like it.
And it's gonna prevent Skipsy from getting a lot of extra checks. Well, not really a lot of extra checks. There's really only two items behind that big key, isn't there?
Yeah. Though it depends on if it's crystal or pendant. Same with Meyer.
This is, I think, the first bot dip, yes. Oh wait, no. Bot was opened earlier, wasn't it? Was it not?
It was.
But was that done by Ralen or also Skipsy?
I don't remember. Also, there's the last TR small. So, we're just missing Fire Rod for Turtle Rock. Which could be in Lava Chest. Which would suck a lot.
Oh, Skipsy remembering. No, the front door is off limits. Fire Rod and Lava
Skipsy
Chest?
opened the front door.
Before, you mean, already?
Yeah, because it was open.
And now Ralen with silver arrows onto Vitreous. That's gonna be a very quick fight.
Alright. Now the real question. Is this crystal, for Skipsy's sake, copious? Of course it's not. Okay, Prey Desert is, a crystal then. Otherwise, this could get really messy in a quick hurry.
You hate to see it, but these rando seeds do claim victims, and this might just be another one.
You hate to see it, but yeah, it's... You can't skip things in AD keys. You just can't.
And Ralen now making the double play after finishing Meyer, now Desert Palace. Checking the big chest and then going to the back for Landmo.
300 rupees there in the big chest. Also has the right side to do too.
Right, you are. That small key has been found, and I think it was in Ice Palace, or maybe Spawn Palace. One of the two.
It was somewhere recent-ish. Small key to Skullwoods. That's garbage. And 50 rupees. If this is the last pendant, this is super big trouble for Skipsy.
Unless Fire Rod drops from Lamo.
True. And that's Helmasaur down. For a butter sort. Okay. Oh, so that's the last pendant on Helma.
Oh.
So this is a crystal.
Now we know.
So that's our pendant crystal knowledge.
Wait, which one had blue pendant? Green pendant was Thief's Town. Red pendant is
Meyer.
Of the Darkness. And oh yeah, right. We just saw it. Meyer is the blue pendant.
Castle Tower Small Key could easily end up in Ganon's Tower. And even if not, Skipsy might do that instead of Purple Chest. Actually, no, because he can't get there. Right. Never mind. We're saved.
That Fire Rod's still missing though, only a 5 rupee on Landmo.
Skipsy can still do an excessive amount of checks that might not be necessary, though. That Ralen might be able to skip out on. Because there was nothing particularly massive other than that Desert Palace Big Key.
And that dark maze not really paying off.
Nope.
Are we going to see Ralen go into Palace of Darkness? I don't think Ralen dipped that yet. Only having 3 keys though.
Nope, getting Kiki, so must be the first dip. Oh, is Skipsy going back for the purple chest? Please? Please?
That's definitely the right direction. Let's see what happens.
Pretty please?
Still going.
No, Pet is not dead. It could still be the Castle Tower Small Key, or the Fire Rod.
Or Eastern Palace Big.
Or Eastern Palace Big, yep.
Well, Pet is actually in logic for
No. 6 small keys for Pod.
Right, he still needs those keys. Man, these keys, they keep tripping me up.
Still need 2 more small keys for Pod in order for it to be in logic.
Yeah, here we go. Purple chest coming up.
Thank goodness. Probably going to be many things said on stream that are not allowed to be said by comms. On his stream, that is.
We should install profanity filters and then just put a bleep button and then have them go at it.
No Spike Cave in logic, so I think it is... Well, it could still be Lava Chest as well. Because they did get the 4th small key to Turtle Rock.
Chat pointing out exactly Hera big in logic, of course, as having cleared that, but a bit of an out of the way single check. And there's the flute for Skipsy.
Yep. No, you have to have either Burna or keep in half magic or a bottle.
Well, Kina Burma, right there in Harmless Hellway.
That's not in logic. Need 6 keys for that, logically.
Did Skipsy check that chest?
Tracker says yes.
Well, Tracker only just now put blue cane for Skipsy when Ralen picked it up.
No, Skipsy chose big key chest.
So then Skipsy does not have blue cane while Ralen does.
That still does not put, that doesn't put it in logic. You need 2 more small keys for that. Cause yay, pod logic.
Yeah, it's one hell of a thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Gets even more messy with key sanity. Just by virtue of... Which of these chests was in logic again?
Also, depending on the items available with your with the lamp.
Feargus, that used to be the case, but they changed that a while ago.
The main reason being that in the hard or expert item sets, you have reduced max hearts because there just aren't enough heart containers out there. So without those items, you would not be able to check Spike Cave unless you had a magic extension.
I mean, even then, back in the day, it was possible to be hard locked by Spike Cave and not have enough health. Highly unlikely, but not impossible.
So we're getting some mirror action again as Ralen is now taking down Helmasaur and Skipsy is making their way through Misery Mire here.
Yep. So... I think we're down to Hera Big Chest and the Turtle Rock Lava Chest. This is a mess.
Yeah, and while Ralen does not have access to the ped, it is not in logic.
So I would personally go to Hera Big Chest and then go back to Turtle Rock just in case you get the fire rod in the big chest of Hera. What do you think?
With so few checks available, I think that's the right play. Going there, and then if you don't get it, you can still go check Lava Chest.
I mean, the odds of those being worth the last 2 pod keys are pretty bad.
But if they are, then that puts Pedestal in logic.
Yes, and Spike Cave.
Oh yes, and Spike Cave, absolutely. but they don't have to contain Fire Rod, then they could just contain the Eastern Palace Big Key and then have the Armos Knights have the Fire Rod or something.
Indeed. But, you know, you don't want to go to Lava Chest, go to Hera Big Chest, and get Fire Rod, because then you're gonna feel really bad about everything.
With the Lava Chest, I agree, but I think they're not gonna feel too bad about it being in Hera Big Chest, considering where they found their Hera Big Key. Ralen, what are you doing? You've already checked the pyramid ledge.
Checking the goal? No? What? Oh, going to Agate Tower.
Yeah. Skipsy already having done these 2 chests. We already know, of course, that nothing's in there, but they don't.
Yep.
Us commentators, of course, is talking about, or from our combined knowledge from what these racers have been doing, sometimes it's easy to forget that these racers might not know what the other racer has done. Well, hopefully,
Yeah.
Otherwise that'd be cheating.
You know, I thought of this idea once, that it'd be funny that instead of like a spoiler log tournament, have a tournament where they don't have access to the spoiler log, but stream sniping and watching the restream are perfectly allowed.
Oh, so like in this, which was allowed in the co-op spoiler log, but then just that is on purpose to have that.
Yeah, but no spoiler log. Just like, how much do you prioritize watching your opponent versus making sure your execution is on point?
Oh yeah, your execution is gonna drop as soon as you're not looking at your screen. But of course, you don't need to have. You mostly just need to pay attention to whenever chest is open, so you can kind of swap between the moments that you pay attention and not. Yeah, what chest is, you want to leave the slow checks to your opponent, but of course, both players are gonna want to do that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mind game too. Like, when do you just bite the bullet and do it? Or, you know, save those really disgusting checks for when they're in the middle of a really execution-heavy thing, like a Trinex fight or something.
I think we might have a pet pool here.
Ooh!
So as Skipsy is doing now, Desert Palace have a clear mire. No, oh no, I was wrong. I thought a pet pool, but he's going into the Dark World. Oh, still going up there.
Might be pulling Pet to see if it's Fire Rod, and might be planning to go Skullwoods if so.
Fair, yeah. That's so it has that portal available immediately.
Plus, Skullwoods Big Chest, apparently.
We forgot about that one.
Where was Skullwoods Big Key? I don't remember seeing that. Oh my
Boom!
god, it's a vanilla Fire Rod! That is a pure vanilla Fire Rod.
Vanilla Fire Rod, vanilla book, several other vanilla items. I mean, this is not random.
Wow, that's a thing. Yeah, where was that Skullwoods Big Key?
Oh, I do not remember.
Probably something I wrote off as a one-off and forgot completely.
Same. Ralen choosing to first go and defeat Martial Law before checking the chest there.
Yeah, we just need a CT small key for no mode. Go mode for
Eastern Palace
Oh,
Big.
Eastern EP Big too. Yeah.
Yeah, those two items are what are holding us back here.
Castle Tower Smallkey's a scary one though, because like
And
I
we
said,
found- Yeah, we
it's
found the first one so
basically-
fast.
It's basically an ice rod hunt. It's just there's 2 ice rods.
And we just talked about this at the start of the race because they found that first one. We were happy, maybe not have to hunt that one, but it might just end up there anyway.
Oh lord, this is musty.
Every
I
chick that we
mean-
haven't seen before, not very exciting. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say Plumeria, but there's 2 of them. Also, ped pull incoming. It is a small key.
Yes, Ice Palace.
Dice. Rip. And yes, we've checked
Oh.
Castle Tower.
We got debated. So Hera big now? Oh no, Ron's going somewhere else first.
Where is he going? Fire Rod was pure vanilla.
So with that fire rod, so he's probably gonna go check. Oh yeah, he's doing Pyramid Fairy now, and I'm expecting then to see.
Oh no. Skipsy not going back for the Skullwood's big chest at the moment. Oh dear. That's bad. That's bad.
Do you think they might get it on their way out? No, save and quit.
Gypsy, no! Also, nice save of the big bomb there.
Absolutely. Screen transitioning while it explodes brings it back to you.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna see Taro Hera Bicky now. And there's the cape.
Oh my. And yeah, he just skipped the... Skipsy, no. Skipsy, you're breaking my heart.
Time for Turtle Rock.
Oh, maybe her big chest has the,
He's about
God
big one.
damn it, brain. CT small was more what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I truly expect Ralen to check Hera either the big chest either before he goes to the rock or as soon as he comes out if he's still missing anything. And looking at the route that he's taken, I'm expecting to check that first.
What was that big chest? I looked away at just the wrong second.
A piece of heart.
Yeah. Oh boy. AD keys is not really the time to be skip-seeing an item.
Skipsy going back up. Are they going
Spike?
to try Spike Cave after all?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Does not have Berna or Kate, but it does have potions. Oh, that was a little dicey. Also, Ralen going to Turtle Rock now.
Full clearable now.
Yep, 4 chests. Well, 3 chests and Trinex left.
So that was just a piece of heart in the spike cave.
Not entirely surprising. It's not in logic.
I think we're gonna go see Skullwood's big chest now from Skipsy.
Can you imagine if we had to follow pod key logic? And key sanity?
There's the Castle Small, and oh my god, they're right there, both of them!
Hi, next door neighbors. Well, that's go mode for Ralen.
At 140 into the race.
Dang.
And we can expect Skipsy to follow suit here fairly shortly. The Fire Rods in their possession probably going to finish Skullwoods first and then swing around to Turtle Rock.
Yep. Wow, this is a thing.
But that, of course, puts Ralen at a significant lead here.
We're gonna see the GT climb at least. No basement though, and we're gonna see the Aga Tower climb. Alright. Well, at this point, Ralen's just gonna... Well, go kill Trinex, go kill Armos, go to GT, and probably go to Egg after, and then Ganon.
Yeah, there's no more looking around. It's go and then go mode. Nothing holding him back.
Yep, and with Buttersword and Silvers and Blue Mail and 14 Hearts, you're pretty well equipped for Ganon.
Nothing could hold him back.
That Ganon fight is gonna be easy.
The bridge after, though, very dangerous.
The most dangerous 1x3 bridge in all of Hyrule.
And Skipsy very smoothly takes care of Mothra.
I wonder if Nintendo did that intentionally, just to, you know, be Nintendo.
Oh, that would not surprise me. Buttersword, of course, making those Ice and Fire heads very easy. One hit with the rod and then 3 slashes and you're done with that head.
Yep. And indeed, Skipsy going to the mountain looks like.
Ralen does get hit once, putting him down to 1.5 hearts.
Doesn't matter though, gets him down and gonna get a health refill after. Oh, hi Skull with small key. That puts Spike Cave in logic now that it no longer matters.
Yeah, Skipsy making a beeline for Turtle Rock, as Ralen will now be heading over to Eastern Palace.
Yep, just quick run to Armos, kill him, and off to Ganon's Tower. Off to see the wizards.
The terrible wizards of Oz.
Alright.
And with those keys that Skipsy's about to pick up, that puts them in Gomo as well, and they're about a turtle rock behind.
Which isn't actually all that significant in key sanity.
Not insurmountable either.
That fire rod, I really think, is what cost him.
Yeah, doing that pet check out of logic while the fire rod is just under him, that hurts.
But it's not over till it's over, and he could
absolutely.
still catch up.
Stranger things have happened.
GTD spawn, Gannonfall, Muldorm Falls.
We had a Gannonfall yesterday.
Yep.
It happens. It happens.
You know, forgetting for the 1x3 bridge to spawn.
I've personally never seen one of those GTD spawns though.
There's actually 3 of them, at least. Dataplet might know more, but there's the one that everybody knows of, where you go up the stairs on the same frame that the jingle plays. There's one in the long hallway with like the treadmills, and there's one in Muldorm 2 Arena.
Yeah, I only had heard of the one with the fire and going up the stairs.
Well, the other 2 are called quadrant glitches, but they basically accomplish the exact same thing. It's not quite the same, but for somebody who plays no glitches, it does not matter. I have seen the Muldorm 2 despawn once, and it hurt.
Yeah, you're all the way up there and then have to do that entire thing again.
Basically what happens is, I think you go through a doorway and it scrolls the screen, and then you realize, oh lord. When the screen scrolls, that means something very bad has happened. I mean, unless you're playing no logic and you intend it to happen, which I hear there are situations where you do that. Not encountered one yet personally. But yeah, so that's Trinex down for Skipsy.
Yeah, very smooth as well.
And Ralen about to be off to GT. No GT Big Key guessing game today, because it was in, Ice Palace?
Yes, indeed. It was in Ice Palace. I forget
Spike
what room
chest.
it was. Spike chest.
Spike. Yep. And Skipsy also remembering that needs to get that 7th crystal.
This will be very quick.
Skipsy? What are you doing? Why are you going to Dark World? What?
Very good question.
Yeah.
A moment of confusion, perhaps.
I'm mirroring too low. Oi. Game, please. Ralen, alright. Making it pretty quick up here.
But these upcoming rooms, those are, I think, the most impressive ones to do smoothly. They can, because it's never quite the same with those enemy movements.
Yep. Boy, don't you just love when you face in a direction and the fire rod shoots in the direction you were just in before?
Oh, definitely. That's one of the most fun features about the fire rod.
Alright, so... Oh, nice. Fairy drop. And full magic. Alright, so done with the gauntlet, and time for land mode 2. Meanwhile, Skipsy about to be facing Armos. Nice Landmo fight. One cycled.
Love to see it. Again, proving that the execution of these players is really, really up there.
Yep.
And these are some of the most satisfying rooms, thanks to the Wreck Cane.
Indeed, and off to torches. And this is the room I was talking about that you can despawn if you spin in just the wrong place on that treadmill. Though why you would ever do that, I'm not sure. But it's a thing nonetheless.
Stranger things have happened.
Indeed. I think you have to hit an enemy too? Maybe not. That might just be Moldorm pushing you back. It's something spinning over quadrip boundary something.
And Moldorm 2 now.
Yep. Just 2 quick slashes with Butter Sword. And that's Moldorm 2 down.
No validation check pickup though.
Yes, Moldorm's possessions were not checked. Alright, and off to Aga 2, which, oddly enough, we're going to be facing before Aga 1. Because that's apparently how numbers work.
That's how they work in agonometry anyway.
Yep. This is why we don't learn math lessons from video games, kids. Especially when Nintendo's been known for having physics errors as well, proven in Wind Waker when it says that a cannonball shot at 50 degrees will go further than a cannonball shot at 45 degrees.
Isn't it the higher you aim, the further it goes?
Until you hit 45 degrees. But yeah, like, if there was ever any doubt that there is some interesting physics going on with Nintendo's games, that is solid physics proof right there. Not that much of a factor, it can't.
Well, I remember at one point in class actually calculating that kind of stuff, and it was definitely not 5 degrees difference, but I don't even know in which direction it was. And it all depends on, and as well, wind direction and everything. There's so much that comes into play. But 50 degrees is by default wrong.
Yeah. Unless you're having like a hurricane or something, I guess. Maybe.
Higher. This is a bit weird to talk about this on this kind of stream, but to be clear, higher is better if you have a backwind.
But yeah, so almost up to AGA 1. How did we get to talking about physics again?
Because cannonballs in another Legend of Zelda game was wrong. But if people want to learn about physics, I'm sure there's way better videos online and on YouTube with actual physicists that can teach you. Here, all we can really talk about, is Legend of Zelda Randomizer.
Alright, time for AGA 1 after the AGA 2 fight. Because numbers.
Yeah, if you look at this AGA 1 fight, it really feels like AGA's lost the steps since last time you faced him.
I'm saying 15 blue balls because I want to see that someday. Well, that's a start.
Do we have a record on what the highest number is?
15. Scrivo's gotten 15 before, twice. Also, Rick 15. 2 blue balls. Those were NMG runs though, so I'm not sure with Rando. Pretty sure I've seen at least 111 blue ball. 3 blue balls. 4 blue balls.
And he's doing his best.
This AGA fight, though. At least both runners have to tolerate the same amount of blue balls. Unless they miss one, a regular ball. And 4 blue balls is the final answer.
And now it's time for Ganon for Ralen.
Yep. Start your day with whole grain breakfast.
This, of course, will be a very fast fight with the butter sword and the silver arrows. Won't take him much. He's already through phase 1 into phase 2, and that is about to end already as well.
Yep. Ganon with butter sword and silvers is easy mode.
Does take a couple of hits there, down to 3 hearts.
Yeah, but he's past the dangerous phases.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you hit him fast enough here, he doesn't actually do any attacks anymore.
Exactly. Nice.
Doors glitch, and that was close.
And
Nice double.
GG's.
Oh, inching closer to the bridge, but he holds back.
Wow, that was a thing.
Yeah, a very important win pickup by Ralen for Oops, da war es auch nicht. Making them tied with Super Castlevania Lollipop Chain Reaction.
Yep.
Can't believe I said both names correctly on the first try.
So GG's Ralen.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
So that was quite the seed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, felt pretty good after Thief's Zone, especially after clutching that fight out. And the whole world is open to you, but I don't know who likes to put that fire on vanilla. That one should be banned from rolling seeds, ever. Why?
And it looks like Skipsy has forfeited. Not gonna do the Ganon fights.
Well, would have to do Ag as well.
True.
So, is he gonna be joining us for an interview or no?
I'm not 100% sure. The way I'm understanding was that he declined the English one at least. Maybe he will join the German, but I wouldn't expect him here.
Yeah, that's fair. So, Skipsy unfortunately went to check Ped and didn't get the fire rod out of Skullwoods at that time and went up the mountain without it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And also had some mishaps with Purple Chest and the flute.
Yeah, the purple chest was checked much later, which gained you more and more time the longer that went on.
I mean, when you have that mirror and such, it's just it's just a convenient routing, especially in this all dungeon sanity where you have to full clear everything anyway. So just go down there, and yeah, that ending the flute, it felt all pretty good. If you missed that, I can see this going south pretty fast.
I think it was just a small forgetfulness mistake in routing, because when you went down there, when you were there, you did the digging game, then Smith Chain, and so on, while Skipsy didn't do the digging game. So after having done Hammer Pegs and Smith, they chose digging game over the purple chest.
Skipsy may not be as experienced in key sanity seeds and may have wanted to skip maybe single checks to make up for it or to save time somewhere. That's something you pretty much cannot do in all dungeon keys unless you have a very good grasp on how the seed is built, where the logic is, where stuff cannot be, and which checks you can maybe skip and hope that the castle tower key is not in there. But yeah.
And the key sleeps again forever. Was that the Ice Palace small key? I think it was.
Yeah. For a second I had hope after doing that pot with only 3 keys, still have to leave behind 1 item and go through the right side 3 times. Where I didn't really like that play, but I couldn't really get myself to not do it. While I was thinking about it, I maybe should have had skipped Dark Maze at that point because there was so little checks left and I only had 3 small keys, so pot most likely had to be the last pendant and at least 2 small keys in GT. So most of the stuff for the crystals which were missing couldn't have been there, and yeah. Maybe I should have played more towards GT as Fire Rod and Eastern Big were still missing, and yeah. In the end it worked out somehow, despite it, so yeah. I'm somewhat happy.
Hey, you did really good. Like, all things considered, this seed was gross.
Well, it's an 80 keys. There are not many nice 80 keys.
Yeah,
Although
I think you got full inventory minus 2 pod smalls. Which were probably in GT.
Correct. I think I missed 2 bottles as well, and half magic, of course.
Yeah.
Wherever that was.
Well, not much stuff left where there could be Eastern Big Chest, Turtle Rock Lava Chest, Spy Cave, and the entirety of GT.
Well, Spy Cave had a piece of heart.
Okay.
That was a bit of an out of logic check that Skipsy did in the hopes of making up some time. If it didn't indeed end up containing something that was mandatory.
I thought about it when I was first in TR, as I had the net already, and I could have caught a ferry, and with the ferry and the revive, you actually have quite a bit of leeway doing Spike Cave, even without invincibility item. So I was contemplating doing that actually after TR, but then I got Bombos, had Ice Palace more or less open, also Master Sword, and I think with the bow also pot that discouraged that play, as I would have had to come back for TR anyway later, so yeah.
Yep. So, let's see your stats on screen here in a minute.
That collection rate, yeah, it's gonna be way up there, but still sub 200.
Yeah, I mean,
With skipping out. Sorry, go ahead.
I had 0 out of 27 items in GT. It's
Yes, yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, there was some discussion as to earlier on in the race as to what we're gonna have to need to find in GT, what dungeons were gonna be pendant dungeons, because if both Misery Mire ended up being a pendant, as well as I forget what the other one was that needed to be a pendant. But if other had been a pendant, that might have steered Skipsy away from doing that purple chest, which was a bit out of the way now for them. And we were afraid that they'd have to find all 7 crystals and make their way into Ganon's tower just to try and find that flute.
Also, 171 collection rate's not bad for 80 keys.
I mean, it's hard to do less if you do not have a good seed for it, but it's also not that easy to actually check way more, as at some point there will be logic blocking you out of checking some checks.
So as far as if I can count, there's only 18 checks outside of Ganon's tower that were not done. So not much left.
I mean, most of those are items that you can see on site, or
true.
chests that you can block out, or use logic to know what could be in there or not. But all 80 keys, I've pretty much cleared my entire tracker. So yeah.
Yeah, did you do lava chest? I don't think you
Nah.
ended up having to. Yeah.
No.
So that's one thing.
I would have done it if I didn't get Eastern Big and Castle Tower Small in the right side of TR. I had not done it on the first trip, as I only had 2 keys, and I would rather go to Laser Bridge, which is in logic earlier than Lava Chest.
Dude, what's up with all the vanilla French vanilla and vanilla items in this seed anyway?
I mean,
We had
some of them were...
we had Fire Rod. What else did we have?
Book.
Book, yeah.
Those 10 arrows in Spiral Cave.
I mean, if you shuffle 216 items around to 216 places, but there are some duplicates, you will get a few vanilla items usually, but I didn't expect so many of the singular items.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the mids in Thieves Town were pretty nice for a change, because Thieves Town was fully in logic anyway, and yeah, finding those there basically fit your routing, but like I said and talked with Skipsy about, Fire Rod vanilla, nah, never good.
So does that mean that when you found that Fire Rod that you fell behind?
I didn't exactly feel behind, but I at least didn't feel much ahead, because I had that Thieves Town play somewhat early still, and with all those items and all those follow-up items, I felt I had a pretty good grasp of the route. In addition to maybe a bit more experience in Key modes versus Skipsy, so yeah.
I feel like. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
I felt that I was pretty good in there still, but I didn't feel much or as much ahead as I could have been before, especially with the option of or with the possibility of finding that castle tower key and the eastern big key way earlier in Turtle Rock, and therefore reaching go mode much faster. Wasn't the best feeling, but it was still okay.
It was still okay. That's of course good because, as far as I can tell, a lot of racers tend to feel behind very easily. So it's of course always nice when you don't feel behind in a race. Throughout the race though, going from start towards the end, both you and Skipsy were very close to each other, and were doing either checks in sync or swapping, doing what the other racer had already done, and in the end, I really think it mostly came down to having that flute earlier and not having to do the purple chest again, that route, and then finding that fire route while you were there. Almost everything else was done completely close together. You guys were in Ice Palace at the same time, I think.
Yeah, Skipsy is definitely not a bad player. Yeah, we have done a few races before, so we knew we were kind of close in execution and routing combined, so maybe the little bit more experience on Key Sanity, or especially AD Key Sanity, helped me out a bit, but yeah. Could have gone either way, and luckily for me, this time I had the better end. Wasn't always in the last weeks.
Alright, well, GG's. Any final thoughts before we wrap things out?
Well, aside from the usual stuff about thanks to all of you to getting that restream, for coming, tracking, and all that stuff. I mean, I'm looking forward to the second match of our teams and see our team take the lead in the division. So yeah, best of luck to Ramon, against whoever he has to face. Yeah, we will be in lead after this week.
Exciting times.
Yeah. Enjoy your day.
Thank you for an amazing race, and thank you everybody for watching as well. Thank you as well to Will WC who restreamed this for us, and M2 Cartridge who tracked this race as well, keeping us in line so that we actually knew what we were talking about. And thank you too as well, Matt Girl, for commentating today with me. I truly enjoyed it, and I truly enjoyed all the people in chat keeping us in line as well.
Yep. Have a great day, everyone.